directly every day.
So welcome to everybody
Whether I
out on
want to or not.
YouTube. Thanks for joining us.
If you want a book, though, are we on? Oh, what the heck happened?
Yes, we are on YouTube. We are on YouTube, so say hi, Peter.
Anyways, oh, we're not on the camera yet. Well, I can't show you the book, but there's a book that you may want to look at called The Art of Currency Trading by Brent Donnelly. Oh no, crap, I just lost my page.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. It's he does a good job of trying to start at the beginning, but he is a currency trader for a major financial institution. Happens to be my cousin. This was published in 2019, and yeah, I so far it's been it's an interesting view on the different factors that affect the forex market and how you trade currency. It's a very different animal than stocks. Very different.
X.
There you go.
IBM.
That's the one, Whittier.
INTC.
Mitch the Duck, absolutely. The Mountain Pass, it has to be lower. I mean, it can touch the same level. It's very few I find that touch the exact same level. And if it does, in this current market, I actually get a little suspicious. If it touches that same level, I found that it bounces off that level 4, 5, 6 times, not just twice. So, yeah, I'm cautious. But so yes, my A plus setup right now, and this brings up another interesting point, is slightly lower or slightly higher, right? If you're doing a reversal off the bottom. But ideally it should be within a couple of cents, not quite touching. And I say right now because sometimes my strategies, I tweak what A plus means depending on what the market does. Right? The market has sort of operates slightly different personalities at different times. So I found that I had to modify my strategies a little bit to adapt to that. I think Mike's working on YouTube.
Yes. I got it up. Should see it up. It's going now. I see us up there.
Oh yeah, there we are.
Oh, Peter.
We're on the tube of you.
In the room, you gotta.
Oh,
so,
YouTubers.
Chris,
hopefully you can hear me.
If you just select my screen share, you should be able to see it. Right now, Peter's is up there. Just click the thing. Look for my face. It should come up. There. Yeah. It's in the room, too.
There we go. YouTube is going. It's all good.
We are there.
Karen, elaborate on tweaking my A plus setups. Yeah. Well, sure. Let me stop sharing a screen so Mike can share in the room. For instance, right now, my lightning bolt strategy sets up very infrequently. And I don't know why, to be honest. Really have no clue. But I think it's because while the market is generally moving up, it's moving up in a pretty choppy type fashion. Most of our days, the SPY, if you look at it, has a very sort of low range. Whereas when I set this up over sort of the summer, fall of last year, when I really started focusing on the lightning bolts, the market was more consistently moving. And I find that the consistent directional movement helps set those lightning bolt strategies up. So, so I focus less on it right now. My mountain pass strategy, Uh, an A plus setup 6 months ago would have been, yeah, exactly to the same level and then dropping. What I'm finding now is when it goes exactly to the same level, it tends to test that level more regularly. So I find that there's a greater, I have to wait longer for those trades. It might come back and bounce off my level a few times. So I would much prefer to have it almost get to that level, but fail to be able to achieve it and then drop. So, and I'm just highlighting that that may change again or may forever. That may be my preferred approach to a mountain pass. But I'm trying to keep my mind open to the possibility that that could change again, because I found that the market doesn't always act the same way. Another great example might just be if you trade in the morning with us, look at Andrew, right? Andrew went through a period where he was trading Neo every day and extremely profitably and fairly easily, right? He would jump on it long. He could almost be guaranteed of a $2 or $3 move. Whatever else it did the rest of the day, right after when the volume came in, the volume would not come in the first minute or two. Then the volume would come in and he would just take it long and off he went. Now you can't trust on that pattern working. So the pattern has changed on Neo. Doesn't mean it's terrible to trade, but the way you need to trade it has to be different. And it stopped working for Andrew, so for the most part, he's focusing on other things right now. So, you sort of have to roll with that and say, hey, this works for now. Don't assume it's going to work forever. I think that's the key thing if you're going to take out of what I'm saying. So what makes this fun. It's always changing.
Every day is a new day, that's
Ever
for sure.
evolving.
Every day is a new
I'm
day.
going to refresh here. I'm only getting a black screen for Mike, so I'm just going to refresh, see if I can get his screen going.
Um, yeah, I got a
That's fine.
thing. One day.
Aha.
Hey, Brian.
Hey, Peter, my man. We got Mike with us somewhere.
Yes, I'm here.
Brian, my other man, my brother from another mother.
Yeah.
No problem, Karen.
Yeah.
Kind of liking the action on QS today from a swing trade perspective.
Yes.
Wow, the semis are up a bit. We've got this SOXL up 3.33%.
I love the name of this company, QuantumScape. That
I
sounds
know
very
it's
future.
very, very space age. The dollar's weak again today.
It's like, hey, you guys want a good drinking game? Watch,
I'm always
watch.
down for a good drinking game.
Yeah, what's the second one of the Ant-Man called? I always forget what the. Anyways,
Oh, the Hornet or
what?
something? Not the Hornet.
Man.
That's
TikTok.
another movie.
Is
The
it the
Wasp.
TikTok game?
Ant-Man and the Wasp. No, it's the movie there, 2018, Ant-Man and the Wasp. Every time they say the word quantum, you have to take a drink. If you're still able to stand by the end of the movie, you're not you're taking too small of a sip. But anyways, it's yeah, they say quantum like a crazy number of times. Everything's quantum.
Now I'm gonna have to. Now I'm
Yeah.
gonna have to check that out this weekend.
I think
Yeah.
I might have. I've been out today, Art, so I haven't. I've seen some emails, but I just haven't read them.
The Wasp. Cole had a
I
question
will
for
look
you,
at that
Peter.
shortly here. Ooh. Are we
Pattern.
expecting? Are we expecting Mike to join us from the bunker?
Yes,
Mike,
I am in the
Mike
bunker.
was here.
I
Not
am
sure what's
here.
happened to him now.
Did I disappear? Uh-oh. What happened? Did I disappear?
Oh, well, there you are.
You did. There you
I
are.
disappeared. I have no idea why. Must have been an
You
internet
fell
glitch.
off.
I can't wait to get rid of my current internet provider and Get some fiber into my house.
Fell off. I think you fell off the quantum scape.
Yeah, quantum escape.
Oh, take a drink.
Oh, good old
Leon.
apples.
That's what that movie was called. Leon.
Meta
Want to see a
news.
great action movie? Watch Leon. Anyways.
Francisco's asking Brian about Apple overnight.
Yeah, I don't know. It's I'll take a look at it. Uh, just answering
It's
Art's email on QuantumScape. I actually have some QS right now. I'm going to see how it closes out the day. Well, let's take a look at Apple, shall we? In a few minutes here. So I'm out, but I don't have my full set of screens. But give me a minute to pull this up.
good old Apple pushing up
Apple
towards
certainly
all-time
has.
high.
Yeah, it's. I know I looked at it this morning. It was pretty close. This one, what is it? Back in September, we had a high of 137.74. End of December, right at the end of the year, we had a high of 138.79.
Yeah, 138.79 is the current all-time high. So
Yep, yep. So we're not very far from there now. We've had a couple of days. This yesterday and today have been a real push higher. I mean, I think we could gap up tomorrow, but I think we're going to see some pretty stiff resistance in the next buck and a half here.
there you go. Miguel's up 175% on Apple calls. Nice.
Yeah, nice. Very nice. Yeah. Yeah. Beautiful. I still am holding a few Facebook calls from 260. I'm thinking of selling them because premium will come out of them tomorrow. And they'll basically trade at whatever the price is above 260.
So they're worth more than that now?
Yeah, there's a bit of premium in them still, but as we get closer to expiry, the premium will obviously come out of them, and they'll just trade.
Right.
They'll essentially trade like the stock does, for every dollar or 50 cents or whatever move up. They'll
Right.
move up that amount, and vice versa, because tomorrow is expiry, the expiry date, so time value is leaking out of it. That was a really good trade. God, they're trading at over 13 bucks. I think I got into them around 3. Three and change, yep. Yeah, that was an almost a no-brainer. It's easy to say that in retrospect, of course.
Yeah. Hindsight, it's always easy.
Yeah. Like, oh, that was easy. Yeah, interesting. Chinese stocks are down today. Billy's off quite a bit. JD's down, not quite as much. Baba's down 2%. I think Baidu's down a lot too. Yeah, Baidu's down a lot today, 3.5%. Yeah. Airlines are down. AAL's down. DAL's down. Love's down. Boeing's down a bit.
Whoa. Oh, there goes AMD. Oh my, I should have been in that. Oh well. Not today. I think so. Again, It may not be today or tomorrow or the day after, but I think it's going to get there.
I added into my silver trade today as well. We had a big pullback on PAAS. I had taken that long, sold it because it looked like it was going to weaken in the morning. I got back into it.
Oh my God. John, are you still out there? I hope John held on to some of his Airbnb. He was trading a high of day break. He was trading a high of day break on this at 165. It hit a high of like, I know. Oh, John, no. When'd you get out?
Oh.
That's one that you could have. That was after he said he was done for the day. He got into this, and I was razzing him a bit. But what an awesome trade, though. Like this thing just ran and ran and ran on you. You could have held on to those shares for $20, almost. Yeah, I think because it was the previous high break that I think he went for. I came back and he was in the trade. I'm like, what the hell are you doing in a trade? You said you were done. But it was up and it was around 167 at the time. Here it is. Here's his trade. Yeah, 165. Look at that. Look at that.
Well, Peter, you should have bought some of that Willow. Look at Willow now. Willow's hit $1.70 today.
I can't. Yeah, that's. What's the U.S. symbol you said?
CANSF.
CAN.
Over the counter, but it's like I am up so much money today in this account.
Yeah, you said you have a huge size in it, so congratulations.
Yeah,
Yeah, well done. And I can't say you didn't warn me. I remember you talking about that when we did that meetup in Toronto, right, over the summer.
Yeah. But whose house was that? Was it Mario or? It started with an M.
Yeah. I think that's right. He and his wife were lovely. They hosted us and fed us and
awesome.
Let us hang out in his backyard.
Great meetup. Yeah, great meetup.
Mitch the Duck, we're talking about a Canadian trade that Brian made, but if you want to watch the U.S. equivalent, it's CANSF. And
yeah, I'm in it from way back, almost over a year now. Had to suffer through a little bit of a pullback, added some more.
But yeah, so.
But
yeah, you said you got in. Yeah, you got in way back here, right?
Yeah.
Oh my God, that's my 11-minute warning already. How the day flies when you're having fun. I think Apple. Let's see. We're about to hit the 10-minute warning track here. Apple looks like it's pulling back here, but because we're 30 seconds away from that warning, I will not risk it. I like the spinning top candle, but yeah, watch what happens, right? This thing can jump. Soon as the minute rolls over, watch what's going to happen on this thing. Well, look at AMD. Speaking of things jumping.
Yeah, SOXL is on fire. This semiconductor ETF. It's really popping up here in the last 5 minutes. It's gone from 240 to 640 to 651.
Yeah. So this. So if I could just say, guys, you're asking about how to read level 2. If you're watching level 2 on Apple, is a great example. As soon as that clock turned over to 350, you would have noticed that the level 2 and the time in sales started to speed up. So we got more transactions, more volume coming through. Everything sort of went a little faster, and it hasn't jumped significantly, but it did make a $10 drop. And you can just see this increased volume that's now coming through compared to what was coming through a minute ago.
Yeah. Fubo does look interesting for overnight hold, I would say. The FUBO seems to be getting some interest into the close, and it's kind of a nice looking daily too. It's up
Well,
a
maybe
lot
that's why
today.
AMD did AMD jump on a sympathy move? Somebody's saying that Intel's earnings are out early.
They pre-announced.
Steve B is saying they're out already. Someone jumped the gun. Did anyone have the gut? Anyone have the guts to short Apple when I called it? I did not. To my chagrin. Oh, look at that. Thor did. Thor. Curse you, Thor.
Curse you.
Well, it is. Yeah. That gives me the natural statement to say it is Thor's Day. And
Thursday.
Thor is going to show you how to trade properly. So don't listen to me. If you want to learn, go to Thor's Day Mentoring, which happens in the webinar room. So if you've attended in the past, it might have been the classroom. Now it's in the webinar room. It's available only to our elite members. So join Thor at 8 o'clock tonight, our usual webinar time. That's in the webinar room for Thor's Day Mentoring. And he will show you why you should listen to him more than me, because he took the trade and I'm sitting here watching.
As far as someone asked me about Neo. Neo's obviously had a bit of a big pullback here. It looks like it's trying to hold this 56 level. Last 4 days, it's kind of found some support at or around there. So, the thing is, it's I think it looks like it's in a bit of a consolidation. So if it does dip, I'd set an alert. If it dips around 56 tomorrow, maybe, buy it and use a tight stop. But pretty choppy over the last 4 days.
Yeah. So we have a request to look at Amazon, Brian, if you're there, if you want to take a look at
Amazon. I'll take a look at that while we're here. Yeah, Amazon's had an interesting day. Went up to 33 at 33.50 level. Pretty strong rejection from there, which isn't surprising because that's exactly where it rejected from at the end of the year, December 29th. So we're getting a pullback here. Looks like we're kind of, I don't know, it's kind of range bound maybe. Definitely 33.50 is a resistance level. It's pretty strong right now.
Yeah,
maybe this moving average, this 50 and 20 that's down around 3,200 would definitely be support. Pretty decent volume today. Stochastics are starting to come up, but they're still the slow stochastics still below 50, which generally speaking, with this kind of a number, it's usually rallies get sold, which is exactly what happened today. So I don't know, I guess I'd keep an eye on it. Certainly you could add to it if it broke above 3,350. And 3,500 might be your next area for resistance.
Oh my goodness, look at Apple push down now. Right to the moving average, 136.90. Thor, I hope you took a partial.
Yeah, I'm still in LAC.
Of course he did. Thor doesn't need me to tell him what to do.
Yeah. So, as we have about 5 minutes, let's pull up the member trade of the day real quick.
I'd be looking for a partial on LAC around 26, 26 and a half. And then I think, we're still in an uptrend regardless. This pullback, really, we got super extended, and it's not surprising they did a secondary. I mean, when a company needs money, when a company, especially an exploration company, gets a stock price like this, of course they're going to do a secondary. Better to do a secondary up at, when you're trading around 26, 27, 28 versus doing it when you're down around 12. So they got a decent amount of money in for the shares as they gave up. I think 22 is the secondary price, so that's where it's going to have some support. If it breaks down from there, then all bets are off.
Oh, that really messes up a chart.
Yep. So the member trade of the day goes out to Julian for his trade on Ford of all stocks. The first attempt at a climactic reversal failed, but got the second one at 12:15. Got partials all the way down, added back in as it popped back up for the break of the head and shoulders. Added back in at the neckline to see if he could get a little bit more, but it did not work. But kept the shares and then got out and then finished off with that dotted blue line about 1160. But if you know how Ford trades, if you get a 40-50 cent move out of Ford, that's a pretty good move in a day off of Ford. So
if you look at Ford on the daily, it got super extended today. Was right into the third standard deviation Bollinger Band. RSI was really overbought. We had a huge volume day. Definitely, this is going to be a bit of a pullback on Ford. So nice trade on that.
yeah, and it does look like he would have gotten that partial down there at 1151 if he didn't stop out manually before that 1187. So
yeah, and he pretty much nailed the high of the day. This is a great example, actually, of sometimes you've got to take a couple of swipes at it. So tried the first time. Happens. You don't always, especially if you're going climactic reversals. You may miss. you gotta be persistent. You have to do it within your rules. Yeah.
Then we'll hit our announcements real quick for everybody as we got about a minute and a half. If you'd like to submit for the trade of the day, that's who you tag. Barrel Traders, Mike B_BBT and at NormBBT. We'll announce the winner every day on the Closing Bell Show. John's success webinar is posted in the Education Center. It is posted in the BBT webinars and mentorship under strategy, and it is also now posted under the BBT Essentials. And if you only had access to BBT Essentials and not the webinar, I encourage you to go check it out, as you have access to a few more videos in the strategy category now that just got put in there today. Last night we had Nada for Mindfulness. You are not your mistakes. Always a great presentation by her. Gives you a very clear and unique aspect into how mindfulness can help you trade. So that is posted up in the psychology section of the webinars and mentorship. Next week we got Dr. Katz coming in with two of our traders to discuss some trading psychology issues. Tonight at 8 p.m. Eastern in the webinar room, Thor is doing Thor's Day, so looking forward to that. That should be posted tomorrow as well. For everybody out on YouTube, I'm not going to beat the bill because it's only 8 seconds. You can use BreeMarket24 as a code to get access to our onboarding class and try our intro membership to see what we're all about, and check out a few of our webinar videos as well as classes that we have. And if you are a basic member or no member at all and you would like to upgrade to the elite membership, you can get a 40% discount off the annual elite membership using the code NEWYEAR40. I was only 22 seconds behind.
Whoa.
I replayed the bell for you.
There we go.
Okay. Mike talked his way right through the bell.
I know.
Yep. Boom. There we go. So we're all there.
Well, that was quite the day.
Well, yes, indeed. I did not get my closing trade off, although I saw it. And credit to Thor, he wins. Damn it, I lost trading. Thor wins.
You only lose to yourself,
Did you,
Peter.
I know.
Peter? Yeah, exactly. You didn't. Your account didn't change, so that's the important thing.
I know. I know. But yes, indeed. All right.
Just a lost opportunity.
Exactly. Lost opportunity.
So, Joy,
Well,
Well,
just one
that
second.
was
I'll
a
answer your question, Joy. Go
that
ahead,
was a
Brian.
$30,000 day for me.
wow.
Awesome.
Yeah,
Congratulations.
yeah. That'll go down as a good day. Of course, I haven't cashed in the money yet, so really can't count it.
Yeah, yeah, Brian, careful about that, right? It's
Yeah,
you
I know
only
exactly. Yeah,
cash today. We all
counting
know
my
that.
counting my eggs before they're hatched here.
Yeah.
Um, anyway,
Still, I think it deserves a drink, though. Have
but
have a drink on
it's
this.
still
Go for it.
exactly. Yeah, I'm gonna go out and celebrate with some tequila.
There you go.
There you
Or
Perfect.
something.
go.
Do you
All
actually
right.
drink
Well,
tequila?
Oh, I can't. Oh,
I have been known to drink tequila. Yes.
Okay. Is it a drink of choice or?
Um, no, I actually, if I'm gonna have a drink, I like a good G&T
Oh, there you go.
or
That's my wife's
or
go-to.
yeah,
yeah, there
G&T.
you go.
That would be my go-to in a bar. I know yours is a good quality Scotch, Peter,
Yes, indeed. Or whiskey, but yes, yeah.
or whiskey. Yeah, there you go. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we'll see you all tomorrow. It's Friday, obviously,
Yep.
so
Have a good
we'll
one,
Tomorrow's
see how
Brian.
the week ends. I do have a bit of QS right now, and I actually bought a little Fubo, so I'm just gonna see how that. Not a lot, but we'll see if we get some gap ups tomorrow. Liked the dailies on both of those. Do we have what do we have reporting at the end of the day here? Intel reporting or
Intel already released, and then we have IBM that will be reporting at
hmm,
4:10.
so not much.
No.
It's all right. Well, anyway, we'll see you all tomorrow.
All
Ciao for now.
righty.
John's hitting the Bud Light. John's got a whole menu there.
Yeah, that's
Oh, what's
right.
going on
Right
there?
there. That's a military guy right there.
Yeah, that's a
Drink what's
very
Wasting,
very
available.
good. You know,
yeah, and wasting no time at it, right? Nope, the bell went.
yeah,
We're done.
yeah,
We're off.
exactly.
Yep. Just whatever it is, I'm good with it.
Yeah,
So,
whatever's in the cupboard. All right. Ciao
all
for now,
right.
guys.
Take care, Brian.
Later,
So,
Brian.
so Joy, to answer your question, I'm actually going to bring over the education center for you. Let me.
Close that, close that.
Yep.
Thank you, Mike,
So,
for the new template.
yep. And
Yeah, take care, everybody. Sorry.